the Waldorf in Park City, Utah. So I'm on a work trip in Park City, Utah, and they booked us at a Waldorf, which I have actually never stayed at one before. And I thought, in case you haven't either, I would just show you around a little bit in my room. Kind of a lot going on out in the halls and stuff. So we'll stay out of there for now. And so a couple things. One, when you pull up to this place, it is really nice, really nice. And I thought, whoa, I'm here for a summit too. And I thought, because this is not something I would book on my own for a work trip. I tend to book Fairfield Marriotts, less expensive, of course, still nice. And they're pretty much universal in terms of like, you know what you're getting for breakfast. They have breakfast included, and I like that because I do eat breakfast. And there's that. So this, I believe, is a Hilton property. So if you have Hilton honors, you can get those points. But just a couple things to point out here. So when I checked in on the 5th floor. I am on the 4th floor, so that took a moment to figure out when I was leaving my room last night to get dinner, because I arrived and it was almost 9, it's 8 something, and I was meeting a colleague for dinner, and I walked in the elevator and I was like, where's the lobby? And it was a long day of travel, and I was just like starting to get like, am I losing my mind? Then I remembered something about the 5th floor. So anyway, that was a little interesting. But when you pull up to this place, it is up on a hill, so I think that makes sense perhaps. And then, the different floors. It is beautiful. I just had breakfast downstairs, and I like a simple breakfast. I don't like, I just spent $20 for a bowl of oatmeal. Fairfield Ed, you scoop it, take a banana, cut it up, throw it on it, maybe put some fixings on it like walnuts or whatever, and you're good. But anyway, that's just what it is here. So they do have a fitness center, which I'm using. The other negative thing about staying in a place like this is my colleagues took Ubers or shared transportation. I am leaving Thursday, and when I booked, I didn't know what the transportation situation would be like. And from experience, I've learned you take control of it, so there's no issue, right? So I rented a vehicle, which will sit in a parking garage because you have to valet here. It's the other negative thing. I like to get out and go to the gym in the morning. I have a Planet Fitness membership, but just to go down and do the valet, you gotta tip them every time. I'm just gonna use the gym here. And I know I'm starting to sound ungrateful, but what I'm trying to tell you is I am such a simpleton. Simple, simple, simple. I don't need fancy. So let's go through the room really quick. You can see my suitcase out. I travel heavy. It's mainly because I have workout clothes, protein shake, Yeti bottle, Beats headphones, that kind of thing. So I carry a bigger suitcase than normal, and people do make fun of me. So luckily they had, because this suitcase splits in half, luckily they had 2 of those suitcase racks, so I just folded it out. Really the bed, well, let's start for the bed. This is where they give you slippers. I didn't use them. The bed, super, super comfortable. You get what you pay for here. Super comfortable. I slept really, really well last night. Artwork, pretty cool. The overhead lights, I only have them on for this video. So these end table lights actually connect to a switch on the wall. So I'm just using those because I don't like bright lights when I'm not filming. This is the side of the bed I slept on, and more slippers, which I just kind of pushed off to the side. I get super appreciative, luxury. And then this chair with the slide out footrest, which could be useful. I have to do some work, and I'm gonna get to that in a minute. You might be like, wow, that's lazy, sitting in a comfy chair. I haven't checked out the view yet. This is the first time I'm opening this, but there is a pool accessible on the 4th floor. There it is. I think it's only supposed to be in the 50s today. When I landed yesterday, it was 80. And as I drove here, 40-minute drive, it like nosedived. Little scenery there, kind of cool. Ironically, this is the second time I've been to Utah this year after never being here in my life. So when I saw the description of the room, so because this is a summit, like a workshop, they booked a room for us. Like I didn't book my own room, and I saw in the description, you know, king room or whatever with a fireplace. I was like, whoa, sounds fancy. Not that I'm going to use it, but I think we can. So we're going to turn it on. See if it turns on. Oh, there it goes. All right, well, that's cool. And the irony is, this hotel is so cold. I like to sleep in the cold, which is fine, but after I get up, I turn it off. I've been trying to figure out how to like warm this room up. I didn't even think to use the fireplace. I thought it was just decoration, but clearly it's a gas fireplace, and I just solved my feeling cold issue. TV. TV's TV. I don't know if I'm gonna get in trouble, but what I was watching, this is no nonsense, no how. I'm saying trouble, like copyright or anything like that. Subscribe to his channel. If you like old cars that are rescued and resuscitated, check out his channel. He's based in South Jersey area. Huge following, really fun, and it's such a likable guy. And then some of the other things, I don't know what that video on the right was, something suggested to me. That is clearly, if you are in the WWE and you remember Maven Huffman, who won Tough Enough, which was a reality show back in the early 2000s. He was the first winner. Winner goes on to win a guaranteed 1-year contract WWE. He ultimately spent 4 years in the WWE before he got let go. Fast forward years later, a few years ago from now, he came out with his channel. It is awesome. Awesome. So Maven Huffman, check out his channel. He tells some really cool behind the scenes like stuff and analyzes his own wrestling, his own mistakes, things he would have done differently, just backstage stuff. Really cool. And this might be another, yeah, that's another no nonsense, no how video. Anyway, I figured if you guys are gonna see this on camera, avoid getting in trouble with copyright, you might as well promote their videos. So, work. That's a dresser. Why? Well, this room does not have a desk, which is a problem because my summit workshop doesn't start till 1 o'clock, let's call it 1 o'clock today. And so I am on Central Time, so I'm 2 hours back. So I do have a couple work things to do, and I don't really have a place to do them. There's this, what do we call this? Coffee bar. That's obviously my bag. Wet bar, don't know. Don't really care. It's kind of useless to me. It would have been great if there was a desk there. And look, I got in last night. I was tired. I met my coworker for dinner, starving. Had a really nice time with him. And the service last night was so slow that they gave us 2 free desserts. And I didn't get to bed till like 10:30 last night. And that's well past my bedtime. Point being is, I'm not a big, like, go put all my stuff in the room, decide I don't like the room, repack it all up and go move to another room. I just tend to roll with it, unless the room is like disgusting or something. Clearly a joining room, and I didn't open it up, but I'm guessing maybe the desk is in there. It'd be kind of funny if that was actually supposed to be part of this room and it was a huge suite, but I don't think so because I think there's a lock. Well, let's take a look. Let's just kick my shoes out of the way. just as I thought. So we'll go ahead and, the reason I'm being so quiet with it is I don't want to disturb someone and have them think I'm coming through. All right, so this is what a king size, oh, I didn't go to the bathroom. Bathroom's pretty nice. You got your shower, you can clearly see, you know, maybe you can't clearly, the water on the glass. I did take a shower this morning, good for my coworkers. I have this weird system for shirts, and even pants. I hate ironing, so what I do is I bring them into the bathroom when I check in and whatnot, and just let the steam de-wrinkle them, and it works pretty well. Sometimes I have to get them a little wet in the shower and just let them hang. Works really well, except, I'll tell you, except the hot water here is non-existent. I was so looking forward to a hot shower this morning, especially after long travel and all that yesterday. There was like barely any hot water. So even more than annoying than not having a desk is the hot water. So I don't ask for much in this life, but I ask for hot water. Never usually a problem when I travel. And I'm kind of disappointed at a high-end hotel that there's no hot water, or not very good. The other thing that led me to believe something's off with this room, with the desk, and then like something with the shower, that is typically what you would find in a handicap accessible room. Now, this door isn't, so what's confusing is most handicap accessible rooms I've happened to have in the past, they will have a wider shower entrance, or even almost like no door, and like just like a drain in the bathroom. And then they'll have like a foldable seat. So like if you're in a wheelchair, you can move from your chair to the seat, and then you use that to, you know, shower yourself. So I kind of thought maybe I was in one of those rooms, but then again, there's no seats in there. So I don't know. I am happy. Well, they have shampoo, conditioner. I really don't need shampoo and conditioner, but I actually do use it because I like the feel of it. And then body wash, yep, use that. I also very much appreciate body lotion. Dry skin, right? Trying to prevent those wrinkles on your face. So I do that, especially in the wintertime when you get that static electricity, it kills it. Plenty of, these towels are really nice too. Like above and beyond normal towels. Just a little scene there. And that's it. So if you check into one of these, make sure, if you need a desk, that your room has a desk. And secondly, check the hot water. Maybe, I know I just said I don't like to switch rooms, but maybe when you bring your stuff in your room, before you open anything, just crank that shower, make sure it's hot. So those are the two knocks, really. Oh, maybe the third one, which is a super nitpick, is I have my normal subscriptions I go to on YouTube. Some of you know who you are. And that you guys out there do keep me company during my travels. It makes me kind of feel like I'm at home, so I'll put you on in the background. And there was no way to go to the search. Like I can log in as me, but there was no way to go to my subscriptions or anything. It was just all this Hilton stuff. Like they want you to subscribe to their channel, and they want you to like look at all this stuff. And then if you scroll down, then like stuff from like what would be in your feed, I guess you could say, suggested videos come up. So that's how I ended up on this one. But still, this is an awesome video. I don't think I had watched it before. All right, well, that's it. Waldorf Park City. What do you think? Would you stay here? I think you would. I'm gonna try to enjoy it while I'm here for sure. And I'm not complaining, for sure. I'm just saying, I like to have the tools to do my job, a desk, and the tools to clean myself with hot water. So there you have it. Thanks for watching. Comment, like, subscribe, and let me know what your experience at Waldorf's, whether it's here or somewhere else. See you next time.